Collective, it's G here with Golden Thread Tarot. How are you lovelies doing? I'm here to bring you another collective message. I hope that this message is finding you blessed and full of abundance. All right, so I was having a little chit chat, okay, with my spirit guys when I was kind of sitting around being like, okay, what do you want to talk about today, spirit? Picking out my decks and saying my prayers and setting my intentions in my space and whatnot. And spirit was like, let's talk about enemies. And I was like, enemies. We've talked a little bit about that. Do we have to talk about that today, spirit? And spirit said, well, enemies that want to become friends. And I was like, enemies that want to become friends, can you trust and truly put friendship in somebody that used to be an enemy? And spirit said, exactly. So I really feel like for you, collective, there are going to be some people that you're going to have running back. Okay, these people are fleeing their karma. These people are receiving karmic justice. They're trying to come to you and begging for forgiveness. I'm not saying that you shouldn't forgive them, but I am saying that you should be aware that when somebody shows you their true self, when somebody reveals their true energy to you, and I almost said enemy, reveals their true energy to you, let that be. Okay, that does not mean that people do not have the capacity to change or grow or become, to let go of old toxic traits and old toxic ways. But that does not mean somebody saying, oh, I've grown, or I've dropped these old habits. That is not a prerequisite, or that does not mean that you have to accept that person back into your life. You can go, oh my gosh, I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy that you've grown. I'm so happy that you're becoming a much more healed version of yourself. But that does not mean that means, okay, now I have to accept you back in my life. That's not what that means, right? It doesn't mean that that you need to extend hate to them, or that you need to be like, no, and I'm doing this for revenge, or no, you'll never earn, no, I'll never trust again, or anything like that. That's not what I'm saying. But I am saying that spirit is like, be mindful of people coming back towards you, trying to really change up their energy, or thinking now that their energy is different. That means that you have to be friends with them. You have to, bury, there's this big, so like, yeah, what is this saying? Bury the hatchet, or like, yeah, squash the beef, right? No, we don't have to be beefing. I was never beefing. You were the one beefing with me. But anyway, like, squash it, let it go, right? But that does not mean that you have to automatically see this person as a friend, or see this person as automatically trustworthy just because they have been through some stuff, or just because they're learning and growing, right? People aren't obligated. And that's for you too, right? There are some people that you could go to on this healing process and be like, I'm so sorry that I treated you the way that I was. I was on fuck shit, but I'm not anymore. That person is under no obligation to allow you to be in their life anymore, right? So you should feel the same way, and you don't have to let people guilt you and make you feel like, oh no, if you won't let me back into your life, that means that you're still holding on to a grudge. No, I'm not holding on to a grudge. I've just learned my fucking lesson, right? So yeah, it's all about the intent, and it's all about the energy behind it, right? So I really feel like there is somebody here, right? A tower has definitely happened, okay? A really big tower moment has happened in this person's life, okay? And they've decided to change their energy. They've decided to go towards happiness. That they've decided to stand in their strength and stand in their power. That a big enlightenment moment has happened to this person, right? With the sun card here. The sun is out. It's shining. It's bright. No more moon energy. No more what's happening. It's mysterious. It's foggy. Everything's clear. It's a bright sunny day, right? And because of this tower, this person is like, oh, okay, so this could be you, or this could be somebody else. Somebody else is very much so being in very positive emperor energy, okay? They're taking control of their life. They're moving forward. They're taking steps to organize and plan themselves. They're putting in practical effort towards achieving their goals, okay? It's really good that whoever this is, whether or not this is you or somebody else, is in this emperor energy, right? It's good. It's a good thing that they're in a very, I'm hearing peacefully dominant role, okay? So they're taking charge of their life, taking charge of this, okay? So let's discuss the issue, okay? What we're going to do is we're going to break this down and kind of do a spread of, this is the energy this person is in right now. We're going to break down the issue, and we're going to pull for a resolution as well as advice on you, okay? So I'm pretty sure we know what the issue was, right? Somebody betrayed you. Somebody went behind your back. Somebody did something not so nice to you, right? There's definitely a big time for healing coming in here. And because you are allowing yourself to go into this much more healing state, this personal issue, okay, is reaching a resolution because somebody has really realized that the adjustments are required, that some changes need to be made, okay? And they're stepping back and really looking at the bigger picture of this whole situation, really getting this big picture thinking of, oh, this is why this happened. Oh, if you are this person that felt betrayed, or you are this person that had this tower moment of having this betrayal or having some kind of rejection, maybe you rejected somebody or they rejected you, and you had this very big moment of, oh, you know what, I'm stepping back and learning my self-worth. I'm stepping back and learning somebody else's worth. Maybe you were like, no, that's not good enough. I don't accept you acting like that. And that really gave this person like a, oh, like, wow, this person has a lot of self-respect. Like, I'm not just going to be able to do things like that. I can't just treat people, or at least this person, I can't just treat this person anyway. Okay. Hopefully that, that lesson sticks to not just you, but to other people as well. Like, oh, I can't treat people like this. Oh, it's not very healthy for me to act this way towards people, So what, wow. Okay. What was the situation here? What was the issue? We get some details, some confirmation on exactly what was this issue, so that my readers, or the readers, yeah, so that my collective can know. Maybe you read tarot. Maybe you guys also read tarot. Anything else? No. Okay. It's on the back of the deck. Strength, right? Somebody, like I said, somebody wanted to be on top. Maybe that's why I had that kind of like dominance, like gentle, easy dominance kind of. Maybe somebody really felt the need to be like, no, this is the way that it is, and that's the way that it is, and period, period, period. This is the way that I show strength. And maybe you didn't respond, or maybe you learned that that's not the best way to show strength, or that's not the best way to show actual true leadership or dominance. Okay. Somebody is learning that. Okay. Yes. So somebody did something very quick because they were like, I'm not receiving exactly what I want in this situation. So things don't look exactly the way that I want to on the surface very quickly about something. It's like somebody made a very quick decision here. Okay. And somebody wanted, with this Nine of Pentacles in reverse, somebody was being very selfish and they wanted very quick satisfaction. Somebody could have looked at you and been like, you know what? You won't just do what I say and what I want. And it's not just about what I want out of this situation. That's it. I'm not getting what I want out of this. I'm out of here. Okay. Whoop. This is definitely somebody that was operating in very like karmic, very kind of like this kind of like passive aggressive is what I'm getting from this King of Wands in reverse. A very passive aggressive. Okay. And somebody turned down a brand new opportunity, or somebody did something very foolish, very quickly, like I was saying, without really thinking about it, or without receiving the proper information that they should have taken the time to actually sit and like gathered out of the situation. Right. It was this game of patience. It was a test of patience for this person. I'm getting a very temperance vibe. Like, either it was a test of patience for you, or it was a test of patience for this person to allow a situation to unfold naturally. I'm getting that card that's in the Romantic Angels deck, that let go of your control issues, allow this situation to unfold naturally. Like, somebody was supposed to take their time, really get to know somebody, or get to know this situation, really step back and get this bigger picture, get that, oh, there's something more here. There's a bigger lesson than just what I think is on the surface. Or, this is a very big gesture of, oh, I'll give this 5 minutes when I'm supposed to give it 5 days, when I'm supposed to give it a week. I'll give it a couple of hours, and nope, it's not what I want. Oh, well, bye. Is the kind of energy where it's like, no, you were supposed to take the time and kind of slow down. You weren't, I'm getting a very respond, don't react, right? This person reacted. This person was very triggered, and this person made a very quick decision, or said something really quick, or did something really quick without really thinking about it, without really seeing, well, why is this happening? Well, why do I feel that way? Is it really this person could have been projecting? Is it really this other person's fault that I feel this way? Or is this my own insecurities talking? Is this my own insecurities of need to dominate myself over somebody else, or somebody to say, no, it has to be my way, or it's the motherfucking highway? Bye. and when you were like, well, no, my feelings or what I want out of this situation matters too. It's not just about your perspective. This person was like, no. And they were taught a very kind of like, I want to say kind of almost toxic way of showing strength. Okay. A very toxic way of being like, no, like with this person being in this emperor role, right? Okay. This person very much so could have been like, this is the way that it is, period. It isn't any other way. It is very black or it's very white, right? Oh, that's very funny that I was drawn to wear this shirt, right? It's very black or it's very white. It's like, no, it's not just this side or that side. There is all kinds of gray in between. There's all kind of, but it could be this and it could be that. And it's a matter of perspective and a matter of timing and a matter of all of this. And this person was like, no, it's either this or it's very that. This person has a very polarizing view of what is acceptable to them and what is not, or at least they used to. I think they're learning to kind of change that. They're learning to see the gray in between things, right? And to not say, well, it's not just about my quick second, like 5-second quick judgment. It's also a combination of slowly spending the time to kind of step back, observe a situation, have a little bit more like of this like healthy passive feminine energy of, okay, it's okay to have a quick assessment of the situation because it's very ego based, to have that very, right, with the strength card here, very Leo energy, to have a quick ego based, is this dangerous, is it not, and this person got triggered, so this person was very egocentric, very much so listened to that ego, like, oh, run away from this, oh, nope, 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 they're challenging you, get out of here, no, you don't have to deal with anybody that challenges your authority. When the situation really has to be, especially if this is like a relationship, some kind of partnership, it has to be, well, the other person's perspective matters too. It has to be, well, the other person and what they're trying to say and what they've gone through, like, and what they experience, they can bring something to the table that, you have to allow your opinions not be so easily swayed, right? But you have to sit down and say, okay, well, let me observe from somebody else's perspective as well. That's important as well. Right. And this person very much so was like, nope, made a very quick, I'm not going to get what I want out of this. If I can't just get what I want right away, I'm not going to invest in this. I'm not going to change. I'm not going to do any of that stuff. F that. I'm out of here. I need to show dominance and authority by removing myself. But at the same time, even though this person thinks that a very passive aggressive, a very, well, I'll show you, and it's like, it's my way or the highway, and then I'm going to remove myself from this situation, and you lost out kind of feeling that this person has about it. And it's like, okay, well, and the truth of the matter was, you were like, if you can't pause to see my side of the story, if you can't pause to not be so triggered by me, if you can't see from my perspective, what are we building here? What is this? It's not going anywhere. This isn't a two-way street. This isn't a relationship. This isn't a partnership. This isn't a friendship. This isn't anything. It's only your way or the highway, and there is only, it's my way or you're the out of here, right? Very black, very white. You're very, if I deem that you're good and you're worthy of being in my presence, if you agree with me, and if you don't agree with me, get the hell out. And you're evil and you're bad and it's nothing that I want to deal with, right? There is no room for somebody else's perspective in this situation. Wow. Damn. Right? Six of Pentacles. It was very much so like there was no equal give and take. There was no, well, it was just you give, as in you compromise, right? You compromise, you compromise, you compromise, you push your boundaries, push your boundaries, push your boundaries, push your boundaries, don't have boundaries, right? Don't have boundaries. Like it's push your boundaries back, and submit to what I want the situation to be. It has to be the way that I want it. Well, no, a partnership, a relationship of any kind, no matter what it is a two-way street. It's both sides, is the scale where things are balanced, right? It does not mean that, it always has to, be a 50-50 situation, right? A relationship is never 50-50. It's 100 100. You're giving 100%. I'm giving 100%. Sometimes you can't give all, so I'll give a little bit extra. Sometimes I can't give all, so you'll give a little bit extra. But there has to be this sense of balance of, okay, I can see your perspective. This person is a very much so where they see things of, if I compromise or if I accept, right, your opinion or your view, that means you're telling me that my view and my opinion is wrong, right? Which triggers this person to be very defensive, right? It's not, well, I can see, we can both be right and just see things from a different perspective. That person is like, no, that stance does not exist. It's no, it's my stance, and my stance is clearly the best stance because I know everything. It's a very know-it-all kind of energy. It's a very like, no, I know everything. I know all of the situation. I have sat down and analyzed the situation. And if you haven't come to the same conclusion I have, you obviously are something lacking in yourself to not see it the way that I see it, right? But it's this that's the way this person explains it away in their head. But it's a very egotistical, even though this person thinks that they're being very dominant, it's not. Underneath their over dominance and it's turning into toxicity, a toxic masculine kind of energy. Underneath that is a sense of not wanting to be vulnerable, because this person seeing things from other people's perspective means that their perspective is lacking something, that their perspective hasn't taken everything into account, right? It's this very over analytical, I have analyzed all the variables, and that's why I have come to the conclusion that I have come to. And anybody that doesn't come to that conclusion is stupid, or they're ignorant, or they're misinformed, or, oh, bless your heart, you just don't get it, right? And that's how this person sees it, when it's really like, no, and you might have even called this person out. You might have even said that. You might have been like, you're not as strong as you think you are. What you're doing is actually a form of weakness, right? Because it's a strength to be able to acknowledge that other people can have perspectives that can actually add to your perspective, right? It's not that your perspective is wrong. It's just that other people have a different perspective that can add a depth of understanding to a situation that perhaps you can't, because other people have experienced other things. Other people have a different brain that analyzes things in a different way. And it's not, and it, and it's like, oh, instead of being like, oh, this is more information that I can take in and I can have a more well-rounded view of the situation. It's not that. It's this person saying, I don't need anybody else's energy to have a better, more rounded view. I am the best already at what I am doing. Clearly, you just don't know what you're doing. It's a very like, ugh, okay. I've definitely dealt with people like this in my life. And it's so frustrating, because it's like, I'm not trying to challenge your fragile masculinity. I'm not fragile. I'm not fragile. I need to show dominance. I'm being strong. This is how you be strong. No, there are lots of different ways to be strong, right? And most people would argue that having a situation where you are not always dominant, or you are not always passive, and meeting somewhere in the middle, in that gray area, is actually the strongest position to have. Because sometimes it shows a matter of strength that you can say, you know what? You're kind of right about this. You're offering the situation a different perspective that I never even thought of, or that I've never experienced. So let me take in my perspective while also taking in your perspective, because just because we're seeing things from a different way does not make it wrong. I'm getting really definitely some of those memes, right, where it's like a 6 is drawn on the ground, and for one, and on one side, or a 6 or a 9, like this, the symbol is drawn on the ground, and one person's looking at it from this and they're saying it's a 6. The other person is looking at it from this perspective, they're like, no, it's a 9. They're both right, right? They're both right, because it is a matter of perspective, right? To that person, they're like, how does this person not see that it's a 9? Clearly it's a 9. But when we do things like, well, you know what? Let me walk around. Wow, you're right. From your perspective, it does look like a 6. Wait, come over here on my perspective. Wow, shit. From your side, it does look like a 9. Wow, okay. So we're both actually right. We're just seeing things from different perspectives, from different ways. So neither one of us is necessarily wrong, right? But this person doesn't do that. This person is like, no, you are wrong. And it's like other people's perspectives don't exist, or they're a non-factor in them determining the solution, right? And it's a very there is only one way, and it's my way to a solution, right? And that's not really, not even the strongest way to come up with a solution, right? I just got out of nowhere. Okay, and I'm not trying to say this. It's a 20:02 down on the clock when I got that, when I got this download. Okay, this person could have a military background for some reason. This person could have a military background, and they could have been taught to very much so analyze a situation as very so much as a very like assess the danger, do it. It's a very analytical way that kind of cuts out emotion, that cuts out feeling, that cuts out having a deeper intuition of, no, this is my goal and this is the way that I handle it. Well, what about other people? Well, I understand, but that's just noise. That's just extra stuff. Like, I have a goal, I have a mission, and this is the way that I was taught to handle it, or this is the way. Okay, that's it. This is the way, period. Well, what about this? No, that's a way to weaken yourself. No, that's a way to weaken your resolve. It has to be this way. It has to be this way. It has to be this way. Period. Otherwise you're weakening your resolve. Otherwise you're weakening the way that, this person could have been raised by somebody who is in this very militaristic mindset of assess the situation, come up with something very quick, go, 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 do it, and attack right now, period. Right? And there is no hesitation, there is no this, and there is no letting somebody else sway your opinion, because that's a form of weakness, or that gives you a vulnerability. This person could be trying to attack you or trying to give you a moment of pause, right? And it's a very much so like I have it's but without this person thinking about it, they are constantly in defensive mode, right? They think they're in attack mode, but you're constantly in a mode of a defense, right? You're constantly in a mode of, maybe I can step back and assess. You're never in a situation of, let me step back and assess the situation on a deeper level, right? It's, no, you attack and you show strength through dominance. It's about who carries the biggest stick. I do. Bam, 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 bam. Well, what about all those other people's opinion? There was a different way to handle that. Well, it's already handled now. Shoot first, ask questions later kind of mindset. It's a very outdated, antiquated, very one side, very patriarchal, very, you gotta be a man like this kind of very, and I'm not trying to make fun of this person, but it just is. Like, when you deeper analyze it, there's something deeper underneath it, right? It's a fear of being vulnerable. It's a fear of letting go. It's a fear of seeing things from other people's perspectives, because that having that vulnerability of opening yourself up, of cracking your resolve, gives somebody an opportunity to attack you. That's how this person was taught. That's how life has taught this person. They might have very much so been raised under a type of person that was like, you don't question yourself, you don't question me, that's weakness. I was talking to a friend about, they were like, well, what kind of person are you envisioning, or what kind of person are you manifesting in your life to have as, roles of a masculine? Because I'm a person that operates mostly in feminine energy, and I don't know. I have a pretty dominant side as well, but like, in general, obviously, not obviously, I am attracted to men. I am attracted to the masculine energy. And my friend was like, well, what kind of men? And we were talking about toxic masculinity. We were talking about that stuff, about how some people feel the need to attack overly like that. And I was like, I want somebody who does operate in masculine energy, but somebody who operates much more in like this actual emperor masculine energy, right? Um, and a very big sense of, that comes with wisdom, that comes with, let me assess the situation on a deeper level than just a young buck, let me attack, let me fierce, let's fight it out. It's a very much so a less sense of, I want somebody that that can have a dominant energy without feeling the need to dominate me, without feeling the need to say, no, I demand your loyalty. It's less, I demand your loyalty, and it's more, I inspire your loyalty. That is true loyalty. That is true dominance. That's what makes a true leader in my mindset, is somebody who inspires you to actually want to submit to them, right? Because they protect you, because they provide for you, because they make you feel like it is okay for you to be vulnerable, because they show you a side of vulnerability in themselves. I am okay. I feel okay to be vulnerable and open, and I feel truly protected. I don't feel like I have to have a shell around me because this person feels the need to dominate me, right? I'm not the leader because I'm the fucking leader. I'm the leader because hopefully I inspire you to see me as a leader, right? And this person doesn't have to say that. They just emanate that. That just is their energy. And that's what the energy of a true emperor is understanding that sometimes you need to be the leader and you need to put your foot down. And sometimes you need to listen to the people that you lead, because they can offer different opinions. They can offer, a situation and a perspective that perhaps maybe you don't operate from. You're sitting up there on your throne. Maybe it's important to listen to the people that are quote unquote underneath you, because they have a different perspective. They're closer to issues, or they're closer to different problems, right? There's a reason that leaders have counselors. There's a reason that leaders have people who specialize in certain things underneath them, so that they can go to those people and say, well, you're the specialist on this. What do you really think? Well, since I'm the specialist on this, I really feel like this and this and this would actually be the most productive and the best way to handle it. Okay, I really appreciate that. Sometimes that means going, no, there are other things beyond this that you don't see that I can see as a ruler. And sometimes it's saying, yeah, you're the specialist, you know this best. Counsel me, give me wise counsel. And then take that information from multiple counselors and then make a decision that actually makes sense for the people that they lead, right? There's a reason that we have those people. There's a reason that we have, I'm not even going to get into political of this, but there's a reason that a person that is a leader looks weak when they refuse to listen to people who are more educated about certain subjects than they are. What's the point of having a master of defense, or having a, master of arms, or having a person that has, it's over the board of education, or doing those things, if you don't actually take into consideration what's actually good for your people? Okay, anyway, you look weaker when you think I know best, even when you're ignorant about things. Okay. Anyway, and that's the situation. Wow. That's the situation. This person was operating very much so in this, very, I show strength by showing ultimate dominance. And it actually shows a weakness inside this person to people who actually have true strength inside of them. Somebody that actually has true strength inside of them looks at a person like this and is like, you're a little too young buck, settle down. You're a little too overzealous. You're a little too ready to fight everybody. You're a little too, you're a little too ba 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 ba. Or you're a little too, oh no. No, you need to be somewhere in the middle. Okay. Okay. What's happening in the middle now? What has made this person kind of change this energy and try to switch over to this more masculine, more true masculine leader, emperor, kind of wise? I feel like this person has gone through a lot, right? This person's gone through a tower. That's what it is. This person has gone through experiences. This person has got more experience. This person's position might have been switched, right? This person might have been forced to see things from your perspective, been forced to have been the other one, been forced for their dominance to be taken away from them, so that they had to see what it was like to be in your position. This person probably had a karmic come into their life and teach them what it felt like to be dominated by somebody who acted the way that they used to act, right? Okay. Yeah, exactly. Clarity, enlightenment came to this person. Healing came to this person. This person was seeing that they were overworking themselves, or they were really investing in the wrong things and the wrong mindsets. Okay. Making choices. What was the real choice? What was the high vibrational choice? What was, what would have, could you guys hear? There's like crows everywhere outside of my house right now. I hear them. There's a bunch of them, right? This person very much so got guided by their ancestors. Okay. Okay. Yes. So this person here, Page of Cups, actually, where they saw weakness in the other person, they actually see strength. This person has this sense of admiration, has this sense of, wow, maybe I need to apologize to this person because now I know what it feels like to be put in the situation that I put them in. It felt like shit to be in that position. It felt like shit to have somebody treat me the way that I was treating other people. It sucked to have that mirror held up in front of me and to have no way to, to project onto that person or to do this, but to have a mirror just in my face, in my face, in my face. No, this is the way. No, 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 no. And to feel powerless on the outside of, yeah, of being in your position. Like, wait, can't you see things from my perspective? Your perspective doesn't matter. Your words don't matter. How you feel about things don't matter. Well, it sucks to feel that way, doesn't it? Doesn't it? If you were in like a relationship, like a romantic relationship with this person, okay, this person got with somebody who very much so treated them in the very toxic manner that they treated you. 3113 was down on the clock. I'm saying all the married numbers today. Yeah, they very much so got with a person. It's like role reversal, like who they were, how they acted. So if they cheated on you, if they gaslit you, if they, if they were, no, it's my way or the highway, they very much so suddenly felt a very sudden shift, and to the point where they were put in the role of, no, it's my way or the highway, in a situation where their control was taken away from them. They were put in a situation where they were at the will and the mercy of somebody that took away this type of fragile control, this control that they thought that they had. This person very much so took that away from them, and they very much so had to, it's a very like get down on your knees kind of situation of, shit, this person got completely broken down and is realizing that they have to remake themselves. Yeah. So, Page of Wands, this person has broken down. I really feel like they went to that 10 of Wands. They went to that death. They went to that 10 of Swords moment, and they decided to say, "Oh shit. They got that Ace of Wands. I have to renew myself. I have to become anew. I have to learn what true strength really is." And they saw that your type of strength that you were showing was actual true strength, and the type of strength they had been taught to show, or that they thought was strength. It's like a very much so like a remaking, redefining, redescribing, right, what they thought showing strength really was, right? You probably showed this person, no, you're not going to treat me this way. No, it's not okay. It's your way or the highway. Okay, goodbye. And this person at first was probably very much so like, yeah, yeah, get out of here, whatever. I don't care. I don't care. Then they saw you still living in your strength, saw you still struggling, but going on, moving on, doing what the hell you had to do. And then they very much so, while they were looking back over their yeah, look at that. I said soldier. Very much so looking back over their shoulder. My gosh, they very much so got put in the position of being knocked down from a captain, or being knocked down from a leader. I want to say almost lieutenant. Okay, down to just a regular soldier, to just a regular pawn. Because their control that they thought they had got taken away, or they got showed what it was really like to be under a situation. It's very much so like a person that gets like a little bit of power, and they just, oh, let me put my stick around in everybody's face. I'm so dominant. I'm the man. I'm the man. I'm the best. Or I'm that bitch. I'm that bitch. And then they got with somebody who had some kind of real power over them. And it made them realize that the form of strength they were showing was not strength. It was a weakness. And that they, like I said, they very much so got taught what it felt like to be under somebody who tried to dominate in the way that they did. And found out that it makes you feel very powerless, that it doesn't inspire people to want to look up to you, that it doesn't inspire people to want to follow your direction, that it doesn't inspire people to want to be beside you. It exhausts you. It steals, it robs your inspiration and your spark for life. It robs you of your passions and the things that you love about yourself. It breaks you down, in a way that just breaks you down, period, and keeps you pinned down. It's not breaking you down in a way to remake you, to make you stronger. It's just breaking you down. And this person very much so learned that firsthand experience through somebody who had far, far more control or more strength than they thought that they had. They could have even paled in comparison, because this could have been karma. This could have been God. God said, hold up. What do you think you run in this bitch? Let me show you what it's like. And I really feel like they got paled in comparison to the mightiness of the universe really unleashing on their ass to teach them a lesson. And they have learned that compared to that, there is no form of strength that they can have that matches that. Or the type of strength that they had before wasn't even strength, it was weakness. It took this person a lot. It hurt this person's heart chakra. It was so heavy. They had to deal with so much. They were betrayed so many times. This person went through something like a wicked, wicked, wicked betrayal. So deep, so hurtful. And like I said, this person got literally, like, I feel lost for words. Like, I feel somebody who's literally just like, it's like, I can't breathe. I can't speak. I can't cry. I can't be angry. I feeling all of them so simultaneously, and I don't even know how to express how I feel. This person got pushed to the fucking edge, to the motherfucking edge. Like, sliver, like holding on by a sliver. Like, I'm literally seeing somebody holding on to the edge of something, but just by the tips, just the tips of their fingertips, right? Pushing them all the way to the edge of that tower. And for some of them, they pushed it off that tower, right? And they fell. Maybe it made them realize that they thought that they were on top of that tower in a position of power, but they were actually falling, or they were actually just barely grasping at straws, barely grasping at just like the little corner side, little piece, little pebble on the top of that tower. And look, like an act of God, this lightning came in and showed them, no, I'll burn down this whole entire tower, and I'll make you realize that this tower was an illusion of strength, of power that you did not even deserve to hold. And you weren't really holding it to begin with, that you just thought that you were. That's what that ego is. That's what that mask is. Your ego will tell you, yeah, you're the man, you're the man, you're the man. Whew. Golly. So now this person is going on a journey. Going on a journey to find forgiveness from you, from God, 111 down the real-time clock. This person is manifesting a new chance, or manifest that could please give it an opportunity to make up for this. Please give me a chance to, because this person, while they were down there, pinned down to the ground, crying, begging for help, they realized, damn, this is how I made this person feel. Damn, this is how I made other people feel. Let's find a solution. What's the outcome of this? What's the solution to this, Spirit? Okay, exactly. Well, one, Hierophant, building a new foundation, building a new tradition, building a new structure. Okay. Letting go and dropping. You see how this person has dropped that Ace of Pentacles, you know, dropping any kind of this toxic codependency devil energy that was inside of themselves, dropping that, letting it go. Really taking a good hard look at themselves in the mirror and really seeing what this really was and who they really were, what energy they were actually really giving out to themselves and other people. Thank you. Ooh. Okay. No. Okay. Yep. Back of the deck, Hermit. Going inside. Going up. Taking that trip up to the mountain. Taking that deep, deep solo trip down inside. Right? Because the story of the Hermit, right, is an emperor who refused to step into the role of an emperor. Had to take that solo trip up to the mountain and then came back down, right? With the wisdom and the knowledge that they needed. They came back down with this star. Here you see, it's the star in their lantern. Peace, healing, forgiveness, enlightenment that they came back with. They went on this trip to find this star. And they're coming back down now to share their knowledge. For some of y'all, this definitely could be a situation where this person would only find this emperor energy inside of themselves by denying their role of being the emperor and being taught a lesson in the process of doing that. For some of you, this definitely could have been a person that you were looking at as an emperor, as your twin flame, as some kind of situation like that, or somebody that was supposed to be taking this role, but this person denied this. They denied their purpose. They denied their life purpose, and they thought that they would never be checked. They were like, who gonna check me? And God said, I will. You deny your purpose? I will. You deny your truth? I will. I will topple this tower that you are clinging onto, this false tower that you are clinging onto. And I will force you to rebuild upon this rubble. I'm hearing something that sounds like a Bible verse. I'm sorry, I'm not fluent enough in the Bible to quote this or to even to know where it comes from, but it's like, it's upon this hill you will rebuild, like upon this hill you will it's something like that. Yeah. So for this final solution, King of Pentacles here. This person has to reestablish their stability. They have to reestablish their reliability. They have to really go inside and assess and rebuild themselves up. Find this deeper grounding energy within inside of them and rebuild themselves up on a true foundation of strength, on a true foundation of what it really means to operate in this masculine energy. I really feel like this person's pocketbooks got hit really, really, really hard, okay? Or their bank account got hit really, really hard in this process, okay? A lot of power, a lot of strength, a lot of things that they put up around themselves to make them feel strong got toppled and got taken away, right? For some of y'all, this person could have ended up even going to jail, or they will be going to jail and spending some serious time in this hermit mode right here. They could have been very forced to do this. This hermit mode could come at the price of you're broke. You got to sit your ass down. You're not allowed to go out and buy all these things and do all the and have all of these things that you used to use, that you used to use to feed your ego. All these things that made you feel like you were so much better and so much more powerful than everybody else around you. Well, all those things got stripped and taken away from you. And now who are you? That's this tower. Now who are you when I strip and take all these things away from you? How much power do you have now? If I take away all of these things that you think make you powerful, all you're left with is yourself. How powerful are you without all of these things? Not very powerful at all. Okay, well, work on yourself. We'll go inside. Go inside and do something about it until you are. Go inside until you can feel just as powerful just standing there by yourself, right? Go inside and work on yourself until you can feel just as powerful being this lone person by yourself. It's funny, it's reminding me of a deck that I don't even have, but it's a deck that I have seen other tarot readers using. I think it's the Lightworker Oracle. In that deck, I bought it for a friend of mine. For a birthday gift for her, and we looked through it together. Oh, it's beautiful illustrations in that deck. I love it, and I really enjoy it when I see other tarot readers use that deck, but I don't have it myself. But it's funny because I really think in that deck it is the King of Pentacles, right? Is the King of Pentacles looks a lot like the Hermit. It is a man who has a beard, a long white beard. He's sitting in a room and there's a dog beside him, and that's really reminding me of that, right? It's really reminding me of that energy. Right? This person is having to learn how to channel what would have been Emperor energy into at least a King of Pentacles, is what I'm hearing. At least a King of Pentacles. So it's very possible that this person has worked their way out of being able to be an emperor, being able to be a match for an empress, and at least in this lifetime, right? But this person learned a very valuable lesson of stability, of putting the proper thing, having a lot of practicality about themselves, having a lot of, I'm also hearing like liking the small things, the easy things, the small things in life, not being so caught up in all of the fancy things. Which is weird that this person is doing that by becoming a King of Pentacles, but it's very much so like it's much more becoming a much more humble, grounded energy is what I'm getting from this King of Pentacles. Less like, oh, I have all this money and I have all these things, and it's much more learning how to be stability, how to have a stability about them, how to be much more grounded, much more humble, to really appreciate the things that they have to work very hard to gain. Right? This person is going to have to work very hard to gain everything that they lost. 47 down the clock. So just look up the number 47. That might be significant for you guys or this person. Okay. This person could be 47. They could be 47, almost in their 50s before they feel recovered from this. Right? Before they feel like they can reestablish themselves as this King of Pentacles. But they're going to be a much different version of themselves than they were before, right? A much more humble, a much more, I know what it feels like to lose it all. So when I do have things, I will appreciate them. When I am given blessings, I will appreciate them because I know what it feels like to be on the bottom of somebody's shoe. I know what it feels like to be on the boot, to be walked and stomped all over, and then at the end scraped off the bottom and thrown in the trash. I know what it feels like to come back from that. It really feels like this person is going to be on a very lifelong journey of learning how to really appreciate the things that they're given and to not treat treasures that they're given like trash. Because I am being reminded again of that Ace of Pentacles, how that person was holding an Ace of Pentacles and they dropped it just to have like a little beetle in their hand. But the beetle in their hand, like the scarab or the beetle, is a big symbol of awakening, dropping the material things to hold a much higher sense of awakening and a spiritual awakening, dropping the things of the material world to have a much higher sense of wealth in something deeper, something more than just how much money is in my bank account. What do my clothes look like? What kind of car? What does my house look like? This person could be really, really guided to go into, giving up a lot of that stuff, giving up a lot of their wealth, living a very minimalistic mindset. This person could end up going out and living like on the woods, living off the land, something like that. This person could be very much so guided to become like, I'm not trying to be dramatic or anything when I say this, but they could be guided to be like a monk or spend a lot of time alone by themselves, meditating in the woods, really disconnecting themselves from a lot of their materialism, spending a good part of the rest of this life very much so purposely denying themselves that, in a way of pushing that away and finding that being this King of Pentacles means more than the money and the dollar signs in your bank account. It means more than what car you drive or what the tag on your clothes says. There is much more to abundance than just monetary abundance, and having a wealth of that. Like I said, with this moon card here, this person could very much so go into a very strictly, with that Hierophant card, this person could go into a very strictly religious lifestyle. This person could be asked to take like vows of celibacy, vows of, where what is it called, where they take a vow to not get paid for the rest of their life, where they, that they only a vow of uh it's not chastity, what is it? I'm sorry, you guys, but yeah, put it down in the comment section below if you know exactly what it is. Like, I'm sorry, it's just, but anyway, but that it's very much so reminding me of that, where they're just like, nope, I don't get paid. Nope, I don't deal in currency. Nope, I don't do that. I work for my room and board. I do trade. I do like small jobs and things like that. Like, I earn my keep, and that's how I survive. That's how I get by, giving that away. This person could be very much so guided to give away a lot of their material possessions for a lot of their life, to give away a lot of their wealth, to constantly live this life of giving away to different charities, working for nonprofit organizations, signing away their paychecks to different, to volunteers and to other people, to be a type of person that's like, no, I won't take my bonus. I'll give, no, I won't take a bonus. I'll give my employees all a bonus, or not even kind of that. It's like it's a very big situation of this person is being asked to give up a lot, and they're being asked to do it willingly, right? They could be asked, they could be forced to do it at first by some kind of like court appointed kind of thing, where it's like you have to give back all this money that you took, or something like that. This person could go through a big scandal, and then on the other side of it, Spirit is saying, are you going to do this even when you don't have somebody making you do it? Are you going to live? It's very much so living this life of going inside, living this very deeply spiritual life, living a very a life of studying mystic ways, studying the Bible or studying religious texts, living very closely to that kind of straight and narrow for the rest of their life, this lifetime, right? That's what this person is being challenged to do. That is what this person is being asked to do, right? To live a much more humbled lifestyle for the rest of their life. And if they don't do it willingly, it's going to happen by force, right? Karma is constantly going to be taking everything away from this person, right? So this person can live a sense of happiness if they willingly give up a lot of these things. Now, I'm not saying that they have to be fine with living in a cardboard box for the rest of their life or anything like that, but if they learn how to live modestly and they learn how to give back a lot, not from fear of karma, but from just understanding that, it's kind of like paying a penance for the rest of their life of being like, nope, I'm not going to do that. Nope, I'm not it's very much so like being shown that you have a false idol of money. This person worshipped money and fame and power, right? And now this person is going to live this lifetime full of karma of, no, you want it to be up front, you want it to be I'm the powerful one, and I'm the one, and I'm always constantly seen, and I'm getting all this love and attention from everybody because I need it. It's very much so, nope, you have to live in the background, you have to live unseen, you have to live the very opposite lifestyle of to all this codependency that this person was just overindulging, right? No. This person had, substance abuse issues. You need to live sober for the whole rest of your life. This person had money abuse issues. You need to willingly give up your money for most of the rest of your life. Be willing, right? I'm not saying that this person has to be poor for the rest of their life, but I am saying in some extreme circumstances, yes, if this person doesn't willingly learn this lesson, they will have the karma of having to give out that money. As soon as it touches their hand, they'll have to give back 3 times more than they ever get, right? That's what's going to be this person's outcome. Is if they choose to learn this lesson, they will live a comfortable life, but it will not be a life of luxury. It will not be a life of that type of abundance. And eventually they will have a life of much deeper peace, of much deeper understanding. They will have a much deeper relationship to God, to source, to whatever it is that they're being guided. They will live a much more like mystical kind of lifestyle, mindset, right? They're going to spend a lot of time in study, right? With this hermit mode, a lot of time in study. Yeah. Cleansing themselves clean, cleansing themselves of their sins for the rest of their life, right? Very much so. And dropping this mindset of everybody's competition. I gotta win. I gotta win. I gotta win. That's what it is. And stop. If this person had a really bad issue of playing like this third party and interfering with everybody else's business. 5555 down on the clock. It's about to hit. Yeah. No more. Yeah. So I would say if you feel guided, well, 1, forgive this person. 2, if you feel guided, pray that this person learns their lessons, right? Pray that whatever karma that they get them doesn't break them down so much that they're unable to learn their lessons. Pray that they can learn their lessons. Pray that, God knows how much this person can handle, and they're not trying to break this person. They're trying to teach this person to rebuild in a different way and to come back to their truth, right? To come back to the truth of God. Stop praising all these false idols of all this other stuff. Stop praising all of these things that really are these really terrible influences to you, and really start being in the mindset of, okay, I'm here, I'm doing this. I'm doing what's right for myself, for my spiritual path, and for God. And it's really, this person's really gonna have to bring it in onto that. Right? Yeah, I just keep hearing that penance, paying a penance for the rest of their life. Wow. I'm hearing somebody's spirit guide saying they really fucked with the wrong one. Yeah, they did you really, really dirty. Probably in ways that you don't even realize they did you. But they did. Okay, let's get you some advice here. Right? Let's get you some advice here on this situation. This person could be trying to come back towards you. Yeah, forgive them. Forgive them. I'm being really guided. See how this bull is like bowing down its head to this other person? Forgive them. But that doesn't mean that you have to accept them being in your life. That doesn't mean that you have to say, okay, I'll let you walk beside me and share in my abundance for the rest of my life. No, because this person is being guided to do something different, and they know that. But they could be trying to weasel their way out of it. Yeah, look at that. Your commitment is being tested. Understand that when this person comes back towards you, your commitment to saying, okay, I'm going to be high vibrational and I'm going to forgive, that's going to be tested. And also this person's commitment to their role is going to be tested. Don't stand in the way of this person's karma. Their karma is there for them to learn. It's not there just to punish them. It's there for them to learn in this lifetime, and that's what they're supposed to do. If you step back into this person's role, you will be stopping them from experiencing a good amount of their karma, which is stopping them from experiencing the lessons they're supposed to be learning in this lifetime. Exactly. Hold your vision. And look at this. Look how this came out again. I just talked about how this bull is bowing its head. Look at that. With that Taurus with its head down. Right? This person needs to learn, is learning a big like humbleness. This person humbled themselves. They were like, who's going to check me? Not even God will check me. I'm more powerful. And God was like, sorry, what did you just say? Okay. So if you have already have that vision in your mind that you need to walk away from this person, that you need to, that you need to go and keep on going. There is something here that's really big about this first quarter moon, this third quarter moon here. Pay attention to what you're supposed to be manifesting right now under the, are we under the third quarter moon? No, it's more than a third quarter moon because it's almost a full moon now. I don't know. It might have just passed. This could have just happened to this person really recently, which is why they might be coming running back to you. Yeah. It's time to take action, okay? With this new moon in Aries, it's time to take action. This could have happened during the new moon in Aries, or was it a full moon or a new moon in Aries that we had? I think it was a new moon. Maybe it was a full moon. Actually, it was a full moon. It was a full moon in Aries. But anyway. And that's coming out. It's time to take action with don't let your past hold you back. Right? It's time to take action on the South Node, which is your karmic past, your karmic lessons that you were supposed to be learning this lifetime. It's time for you and this person. I really feel like for a lot of you, you could be a big karmic lesson for this person, right? The way they treated you made this karma come back on them. It's a karmic lesson for you to learn your worth, and it's a karmic lesson to this person to know your worth and to know their worth and to put worth into to know God's worth, right? It's a big karmic lesson for this person. So if you were really guided to walk away from this person, to be like, nope, you know what? I'm going to go towards a soulmate, or I'm going to go towards, okay, listen to me, okay? This is just my personal opinion, okay? But I've heard other people like say or speak against this, and I just want to throw in my 2 pieces about this. Your twin flame or your divine masculine or your divine feminine is not the only divine masculine or divine feminine that's out there in this world, okay? If yours don't want to act right, but you do, you're not going to not have, if you're an empress, you're not going to have to downgrade yourself to go be with to go be with somebody else. You're not. Spirit will put you with an emperor or put you with an empress, somebody who vibrates on that same level. Okay. I understand. Yes, there is a singular twin flame that you are assigned to. But if this person doesn't step up, if this person doesn't want to step their emperor role, if they don't want to take their role that they're supposed to be playing in this lifetime, you're not going to have to spend the rest of your life by yourself. You don't have to automatically take this person back. You don't have to say they're the one and they can be the only one. No. There are going to be lifetimes when you don't come together. Right? That does not mean that you need to stop your journey or that you will be asked to stop your journey or not fulfill your journey just because you're not going to get punished just because your other person doesn't want to learn their lesson. Now, I do understand that it is important to learn unconditional love, right? But unconditional love does not mean I will compromise myself to have unconditional love for somebody else. That's not what that means. So that's really a choice for you, right? That's really a choice for you. Is having unconditional love for somebody else greater than having greater or more important than having true unconditional love for yourself, which means having boundaries, which means truly loving yourself. That's your question. And you can disagree with that, or you're free to, this is just my personal path, but I'm not going to change what I speak just because you might think something different. And I'm not saying that what I think has to be exactly what you think, right? I'm not calling those other readers wrong. I'm just saying that there's another perspective. So just be aware of that. Okay, the last 2 cards here. Believe in the impossible, blue moon, right? Believe in the impossible. And it's a time for healing. Overall, it's a time for you to heal. It's a time for you to let go. For some of you, okay, I'm just going to speak on this because this is what I'm hearing. For some of you, it's time for you to be reassigned. For some of you, this person has made this mistake several lifetimes in a row, right? This person doesn't want to outgrow this. This could really apply to you, especially if you identify with your emperor doing black magic against you, your emperor choosing a karmic over you in this lifetime or in a past lifetime. Especially if you have ever received the information that it's possible that your emperor could have created the ultimate betrayal of you, and you could have lost your life because of your emperor in a past lifetime. I've talked about that on this channel before. Okay. This emperor is refusing to learn. And what's the ultimate way of teaching them that you love yourself? Denying them. Right? What's the ultimate way of teaching them? Look, I'm a motherfucking empress, or I'm a motherfucking emperor. You don't want to treat your role? I'm not going to accept you. I accept like energy. And if you want to come at me subpar, I don't have to have the unconditional love of accepting you at a subpar level. Now, you can have a different opinion. You can say that's not, that's not love. I don't have to forgive. I have to always forgive my emperor and I'll wait for them forever. That's your own personal journey, okay? But I'm here to tell you that there is also a different mindset that you can be living by, okay? And I'm not telling you to not have unconditional love. I'm just telling you that unconditional love doesn't mean that you have to accept that person back in your life. That you have to say, this is my emperor, and no matter how they come at me, I have to accept them as that. Don't give somebody a title that they haven't earned. Because it's not up to you to call somebody an emperor. It's up to God to do it. And it's not up to a tarot reader. It's not up to me or anybody else. I'm just saying, this is what my spirit guides are telling me. Okay, it's God that gives them the emperor status, and they did not give them the emperor status, right? They gave them, in the end, this person will be a king of pentacles, not an emperor. That's not an emperor. That's learning a lesson that your status as an emperor very much so reflects your actions. If you don't put in the work to deserve this title of being an emperor, then you won't be given it. And it's time this person learns this. That's what I just heard. Okay? It's time this person learns. You're not an emperor just because you say you're sitting on a throne. Yeah. Yeah. That's just that. I got guided to pull that up. With that full moon in Taurus in reverse again. With that humbleness. Learning humbleness and learning to put God first and this mission first is this person's lesson this lifetime. For some of y'all, it's don't try to placate. Don't try to play like you're an emperor when you're not. You're a karmic. Don't try to play like, don't try to wear a mask of an emperor. You're not that. You are only emperor when your energy truly aligns to it. You can't just say, I'm an emperor, put a crown on your head, and think that's it. Remember that Tower card. God will knock that crown off your head and let you know. Somebody's spirit guides are like, you don't run shit around here. Okay, right? We're gonna back off. We're gonna yeah. Somebody has a masculine spirit guide that's around them that in their lifetime was a true emperor. Not only that, but was a true leader. Like literally could have been an actual literal like political emperor. Like could have been an actual king, right? An actual king, an actual tribe leader, something like that. 141 down on the clock as I'm saying that. Yeah. And they're just like, no. This is what it's not. This is not what it's like to be a real man. This is not what it means to be a true leader, right? That is not a true leader. Also, for a lot of you, you were this emperor. You have been an emperor in a past life. In a past life, if you resonate with being an empress, in a past life you've been an emperor, and that emperor energy inside of you, right? You could have literally been royalty or been a ruler, a king, an emperor, a a tribe leader in the past, and this past version, this past emperor version side of you is going, nah, you bitch made, like, nah, that ain't it. I know what it's like to be a real emperor, and you ain't it. My bullshit detector is going off, right? Yeah. Wow. All right, y'all. That's what I got for you. I got some errands that I gotta run, and I'm already late for running them, so I got to go. I love you guys so, so very much. Okay, like I said, I did not say the things that I said later on in this to trigger anybody. Your journey is your journey. This is just the energy that I'm reading here. You don't have, you don't have to change your opinion based on what I say in this reading. Okay, you manifest what you want in this life. Okay, you put your energy towards what you want in this life. But for me, what I'm gonna say is that this energy that I'm reading here is confirmation for some people who have really needed the confirmation that somebody that they were chasing after wasn't their emperor, or to kind of, we have had that kind of message in the collective a lot, where it's like, break yourself of the guilt of thinking, oh no, I'm leaving behind my emperor, I feel so guilty. Like, no, what you're doing is recognizing this false emperor energy that's inside of this person, and you're moving on from it. But it is important, to have love for this person, okay? Hope the best for them. Have love for them. Don't let it close down your heart. Don't let it shut down your heart chakra, right? Still be open and honest and kind to this person, right? You can recognize that, nah, you ain't there yet, without going, you know what? But that's okay. That doesn't mean I have to accept you as my emperor, but maybe one day for somebody you will be. And I hope that for you. I pray that for you. I hope that you learn these lessons. I hope that you're not broken. And I hope that you learn these lessons. I will always have love for you. But that does not mean that I have to wait until, like I said, until I'm 60, 70 years old to have you in my life, right? You can wait for this person to become an emperor if you want to, but how long will you wait? How long will you be single? How long will you be sitting there being an old maid waiting for this person to turn into an emperor? I can't tell you. And I can't guarantee that you'd be waiting years and years and years and years, But at the same time, it's important to recognize what you owe yourself now, right? Not tomorrow, not when this person is healed, not when they're ready, not when they finally learn their issues and they're done dealing with their karma and, oh, I've waited for you and you're finally here. What do you deserve now? My dog's sounding off in the back, and I really feel like, like, protect yourself, love yourself, don't close down your heart chakra, right? Keep it open. Make sure you're doing heart chakra meditations, okay? Do those. Play those in your sleep. Do the heart chakra meditations. Listen to those meditations. Really doing a lot of heart chakra work, okay? And tune into your own individual guidance, okay, as to what you're supposed to do in this situation. All right, I love you guys. I really pray that you find the guidance inside of yourself that you really need, okay? Get up on your water, pay attention to what you're drinking, really, like, have those conversations on the daily, okay? On the daily. I can't tell you the number of times that I talk to my spirit guides a day. I will ask them, you want to practice your intuition? Practice it daily, all the time throughout the day. Don't become overly, but if you feel like there's this, pray. Pray, please, spirit guides. Please connect me to my high vibrational white loving spirit guides. Please clear and bless my channels, right? Please allow me to have this positive give and take of energy between me and my love and light high vibrational spirit guides, right? Pay attention to the people that you have around you. Pay attention to the things you give your energy and that you give your mind and your time to. Okay? And things will get better. It will slowly develop over time. Okay? Trust that in yourself and know that will come. All right? Yeah, and work on you guys' heart chakra. I've been doing a lot of heart chakra work, opening that heart chakra up. Okay? And this reading, like, really, I feel it, like, I feel that energy, that pull, that, you know So really work on opening that back up for yourself, okay? That's really going to help bring in love and light and abundance. I really feel like that's this person's energy. This person has a massively blocked heart chakra. Like I'm talking about, there feels like there is like 10 bricks sitting on my chest right now. And I have not felt like that. I have not felt like that because I've been doing a lot of work. So I really feel like that's what this person has, a massively blocked heart chakra and throat chakra. Okay, that's their issue. Or if you're this person and you're this masculine energy, for God's sakes, please do some throat chakra opening exercises. Do some heart chakra opening exercises, okay? Get into it. Just give it a freaking try, okay? Just give it a try. All right? Check out my meditations playlist and start doing some of those things, okay? Don't be scared. That's what I'm hearing somebody's spirit guide say, don't be scared. Yeah. Oh, this person needs to admit. This person needs to do a lot of admitting that they're really scared to open themselves up. Yeah. Because I felt that. I felt that open, that I immediately felt it literally feels like there's like a frog, like a big giant knot sitting in my throat. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. All right, you guys. I very much so. I love you guys so very much. You guys know I gotta say bye like 5 different times before I go, before I can actually do this. You know what it is. You know who I am. If you guys are interested in any kind of personal reading, check that information out in the comment in the description bar down below. Okay. If you guys are not subscribed to the channel, think about subscribing to the channel. Let me know in the comment section if this resonated for you, especially if it resonated. Give it a like if you like the content here, okay? Well, I'm open to have a discussion in the comment section down below, okay? You guys just keep it calm and respectful, okay? Whew. Yeah, this needs to burn. This person needs to do some massive clearance. I'll give you some of that. Ooh, y'all guys feel that? I feel it. That's a big change in that energy. Woo. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. A lot of stuff is falling apart in this person's life. I pray for them. I hope that they find the clearance and the guidance through all these towers that they need. Okay, and they find the deliverance that they need. All right, you guys. Thank you so very much. Oh my gosh, you guys, we hit our 2K. Thank you guys so much, and we're just flying past 2K and like just continuing on. We're growing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so very much. We're gonna keep on going past it. We just got so hyped. I love you guys so very much. Okay, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.